Hello, welcome back to everyone that's tuned into our channel, American Ultra Screw. Here we are today. I'm joined by Braden and Arjan, the same lineup that did this video previously at Leagues Cup. We try to preview the group stage. Let's see how we did, guys. For Group A, we all predicted on the Timbers to go out. Shame on us, we all got it wrong, but I don't think it was a bad take at the time. So for now, we got it wrong. Second group, we all predicted the Sounders to get groups. So good job, guys. We predicted that well. It may have been a hot take, perhaps, but we got it right. Now, the first group that we see a difference here, Group C, only Braden got it right. The Galaxy to get grouped. I went with Leon. Arjan went with the Whitecaps, but Braden got it right with the Galaxy with the shaky backline. Any comments, Braden?
Not really. I think it was pretty clear that the Galaxy were the worst out of the three, but they definitely could have gone through.
Now, Group D, I picked the Crew. And Arjan, shame on you. You're a Crew fan. You picked the Crew to get Group 2, but surprisingly, wow, Braden, good job. You called on St. Louis getting grouped. Any comments?
Yeah, for St. Louis, like I said in the video we made, I just didn't see them sustaining it. Obviously, they've had a really good season so far in their first ever pro season, so props to them for that. But I just saw them falling off a little. And Crew's attack, we were hit with the shocking news today that Zelleran's going to be leaving, which completely stunned everyone. But even without him, they still did fine beating Club America. And yeah, their attack's just too strong, especially with the new addition of Julian Gressel. And we've seen what Club America can do as well.
I will give credit though to Arjun, because even though you said, I'm going against my club, you did say that you were praying and hoping that you were wrong, and you really hoped that you were wrong, and you were. How do you feel? What are your thoughts in the aftermath of the Crew getting through to the next round?
Yeah, first of all, I'm really happy the Crew got through. I was watching a game. I was surprised. I was beyond happy with how the team played, losing our best player, our number 10, and then filling in the gap with Alex Matan so seamlessly. So yeah, I'm very happy. I also want to mention for all the teams I support, I never do predictions. I never say it's gonna be easy win. We're gonna destroy this team, because I'm a pretty superstitious person. So I'm pretty superstitious when it comes to that. So I don't want to jinx my teams. I don't want to jinx anyone. It's like kind of Argentina to say Anula Mufa or something like that before a World Cup, before Copa America, to remove all the jinx. So I'm not the guy who's just be like, yeah, Crew's gonna wipe the. Yeah, so happy we won though. Shows that we are a big team in the region. People always doubt us, but we are a big team in the region.
Yeah, props to the Crew. Now we go to the next group, where Arjun was the only one that disagreed. You picked Minnesota to get grouped. Braden and I went for Puebla. Arjun, any thoughts, any comments on that one?
Yeah, it's a bit of an L for me right there. I should have rated Minnesota more, but I couldn't predict that Halongwane was going to have a Neymar-esque performance in the Leagues Cup. This guy is going crazy right now. The South African 23-year-old, one to watch for the future. But hey, I couldn't predict that Reynoso actually scoring now. I watched Minnesota in the beginning of the season. They couldn't score a goal to save their life. They were shooting blanks, okay? But now, apparently, all of a sudden, they're shooting 100% accuracy. So I don't know. Yes, it was an L prediction by me. So yeah.
Nah, it's all right. It's not absurd. We have some crazy ones by me later on. It's just a little spoiler. The next one, we all picked Kansas City to get grouped. It happens. Then we went for the Rapids, which is actually happening now. They just got scored on. I think Pedro Raul scored a goal, so there shouldn't be any surprises there. We all got it right, unless the Rapids do something completely unlike them. Now, going for the next group, I picked Mazatlan to get grouped alongside Braden. And Arjun, props. This is the first one you get the W by yourself. You called on Austin getting grouped. Any thoughts, any reasons why you picked that and that you think were crucial for this to actually unfold?
Yeah, man. So, Juarez is having a great season right now. They're amongst the top of Liga MX. Mazatlan, I was literally just backing them because they had the cool badge. And Austin, I was going against them because first of all, I watch Austin play. I watch MLS. Austin are not a good team at all. They're in the Western Conference, which is a significantly weaker conference than Eastern Conference. They're struggling in the Western Conference. And it's just, I watched them play. They lost against Violette, I mentioned in the previous video. They just aren't a good team this season. So I mean, I predicted right, but like I think I'm not saying like I don't think it was like an insane prediction by me. I think a lot of other people predicted Austin to go out too.
Yeah, showing that they have a continental barrier outside of the MLS after that fraud campaign. We won't even mention it. But now for the next group, we all picked Houston to get grouped. I mean, I think it's a surprise. I don't think we were too wrong to have that shout. Then moving on, I picked. This is my first, and I think the only sole W here. I picked Atlanta to get grouped. Both of you guys went for Cruz Azul. Any thoughts on how the group unfolded?
Yeah. Well, firstly, I just want to mention my background is the reason why the Rapids game is still going on right now, because MLS always has weather delays. It doesn't matter what game's going on, what time. Always weather delays, which is very annoying. But yeah, for this group, I thought Atlanta's attack would carry them, but they completely flopped. I mean, Almada was basically non-existent. Giacomakis as well.
He did score 1 goal.
Yeah, but
he was quiet.
It wasn't enough. It wasn't enough.
He was quiet. You're right.
Yeah, on the first game, I thought he was really trying, but nothing was unfolding. So it wasn't like he was hiding from a game, which some people say like, oh, the player was hiding. It was really hard for them.
Atlanta in the first game against Miami. I mean, second game against Miami. They were really like, you could tell they were like dejected. They conceded 3 goals in the first half, and they just felt like like we're out, and you could tell they just stopped, playing at their full capacity. But the Cruz Azul game was a draw, to be fair to them. It wasn't like Atlanta were wiped out. But.
Yeah, now moving on to the next group. This comes out as a shocker for us. I don't think it was a shocker to pick. We all predicted that Charlotte was going to get grouped here. They topped the group, guys. I mean, pretty crazy. I couldn't see this coming. Do you guys see any reason why that may have happened and shocked the world? Or do you think it was just luck?
I think Dallas just sold, to be honest, in their first game. Charlotte versus Dallas. I mean, Dallas definitely should have won that game. Ferreira missed a huge chance that would have won it for them, and then they ended up losing in penalties, and I think that kind of just set the standard. Charlotte gained confidence, absolutely smashed Necaxa. So credit to them for a very solid group campaign.
Yeah. Now going on to the next group, where I picked Querétaro to get grouped. You both went for TJ. Good job, guys. And the Union topping it. I think we all said the Union was going to top it. I'm pretty sure we all said it. So, I mean, not a hard prediction either. So, not much credit for that. Now, we said that Montreal was going to get grouped here. Any thoughts, guys, on this group? All right. Yeah, it's pretty.
So I was just going to say, yeah, Pumas was like a lock for the win for me. DC United is better than Montreal. So, I think Montreal... We all picked Montreal as a logical choice there, and Montreal lived up to the expectation of being the mid-team we expect them to be. So congratulations, Montreal. I mean, repping French Canada really well right there.
And now for the next group, I went with NYCFC because I like Insigne a lot. So I said it in my preview, it was really biased of me to choose, and I don't really like Bernardeschi, but the Italian bias there for Insigne held me back. Both of you guys predicted Toronto to go through. So props, guys. And the last group, we all said that the New York Red Bulls were going to get grouped. Any thoughts on that? I mean, that was pretty surprising. But as the first game I actually watched, as the first game unfolded, I could see that, oh, I messed up here. I think they're going to get through. Do you guys have any particular thoughts on that group?
Yeah, just shout out to John Tolkien. Scored the winning penalty and then started twerking.
And also, you also got the winning assist in the second game. So yeah, John Tolkien's having a great Leagues Cup campaign, which is yeah.
Yeah, he got 2 assists, I think. One off a corner, and the second one was amazing. Honestly, what a through ball! Good job.
Played it around the defender, played around the path of the striker, and Van Zier just finished it.
Yeah. Now, do you guys want to know the scores? I kept up the scores of how many groups we got right. Braden was leading. He got, let me see right here, six predictions correctly. Good job, including 3 that were exclusive. Just he was the only one that picked. I picked 4. Correct. Teams to advance, only one sole W. And Arjun picked the exact same thing, 4, but we switched on where we got it right. So Braden, the winner of this first round of predictions.
Yeah,
Now,
respect, Braden.
Yeah, respect. Honestly, some of the St. Louis. I mean, that one ballsy move, and it paid off. Now, should we do predictions for the next round of the Leagues Cup?
Yeah.
We have Inter Miami, and I'm going to write this down too to make it easier for future reference. Inter Miami against Orlando. I'm going to go with my pick. I think Inter Miami keeps on the. It's not a fairy tale because of underdog story, but they keep on with the amazing narrative. You know, it seems like it's written in the stars. I think they get through. Braden, who are you picking?
Yeah, it's going to be interesting. Messi's first Florida derby against Orlando, but yeah, like you said, I mean, they're fairy tale just due to all the amazing players they're signing. Jordi Alba might even be available for this game. Who knows? And I think that would really give them a boost. So yeah, I don't see them having too much trouble with Orlando.
All right. Are you picking the same thing, Archer, or do you see a shocker here?
No, Miami's going to win.
Yeah, you're a Barca fan. This is basically a Barca D, Barca Retro, so I got to pick that. All right. Now for LAFC against Juarez. I'm going to go with LAFC. I don't think it's MLS bias. I think that they're probably going to have enough. And Carlos Vela said their retirement's coming out soon, so he should probably be fired up for this one. Braden, who are you choosing?
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm gonna have LAFC winning. Hopefully, that their lack of playing in the group stage, obviously they got a bye. Hopefully, that will have some sort of effect on them. But I'm not too impressed by Juarez, honestly. I mean, they came out of a group in second with one of the worst Austin performances I've ever seen. So yeah, I mean, I don't think they'll beat LAFC.
All right. What about you, Arjun?
I'm saying Juarez is going to win.
All right. I like that. Any particular reason or just a feeling?
LAFC has hit a bad run of form recently. And not bad, but they've been kind of up and down. And Juarez is doing really well in Liga MX. It's only been 3 games, but they've gotten 2 wins and 1 draw. And I know it was a bit of a mid group, and they finished second. But at the same time, the Austin on paper should be a better team than Juarez. But Juarez has completely revamped the squad this year. They've got Agustin Urtzi, the Argentinian left winger, who is a really highly rated. I remember him back in the FIFA days, FIFA 20. He was a big wonder kid. And they got Saucedo on the other flank from America actually. But yeah, they're both good. They're both good players, and LAFC has hit a bad run of form. So I think Juarez might take this one.
All right, now Mazatlan against Dallas. I think the Pirate of the Caribbean is going to carry Dallas, honestly. I know that he had a shocker in that first opportunity that he missed that could have really changed the entire narrative of the group, and it could be Charlotte here, but I'm going with Dallas. Who are you going with, Braden?
Yeah, I completely agree. I think Ferreira will help Dallas get back on track. Despite Mazatlan finishing top of their group, I haven't really been impressed by them either. I had them getting grouped to start the tournament, so I've got to stick to my narrative. They're not that good of a team, and Dallas are going through.
All right. What about you, Arjun?
Yeah, Dallas.
All right. We all agree on that one. Now, Pachuca and Dynamo. I think this is a funny game. I don't know why. I'm going with Pachuca. I think they'll have enough. I'm not really impressed by Houston. I think it was nice for them to get through the group, but I still don't really rate them. And yeah, that's my pick. Braden, what's yours?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Pachuca as well. I mean, they also got a bye because they won Liga MX last year. And yeah, maybe they'll have some effect due to not playing, maybe a little rust, but Dynamo are pretty bad, to be honest. So I think Pachuca shouldn't struggle too much.
All right. What about you, Arjun?
I'm saying Pachuca will win.
All right. So we all agree on that one as well. Now, Leon against Real Salt Lake. I don't know how I picked Leon to get grouped, honestly. What was I thinking? I think they shock and they beat Real Salt Lake, honestly. I think Leon can do it. What about you, Braden?
I'm going to go for RSL. I think they've looked really good, especially that 3-0 win against the Sounders. I mean, Diego Luna, one of our most exciting prospects, and he's been doing very well for them in their amazing run of form. Chicho Arango as well, their new striker, former LAFC player, has been very good as well. And yeah, I think they'll be Leon.
All right, what about you, Arjun?
I'm going to have to back Leon on this one. I'm a massive Luna fan. I love Diego Luna. RSL, they're not really a convincing team for me. I know they beat Sounders, but Sounders is, frankly, a bottom table club this year. They're completely shocking of it. They're a disgrace of a team this year. And sorry, any Sounder fans out there, but Sounders are like the staple of MLS, and they're playing like they're the Colorado Rapids. So, I don't know. Yeah, no disrespect to any Rapids fans too. But and Lyon won the whole CONCACAF Champions League, the whole tournament, first time in their history. Big game against LAFC, smacked them up. To be honest with you, they were always in control of that game. Looked really good against the best team in MLS, the former best team, not anymore. But yeah. I think Lyon is going to take this game.
All right, now another derby here. New York Red Bulls against New York City FC. I'm going with the Red Bulls. I know I picked them to get group, but I just think that they're going to get through. Braden, what about you?
Yeah, I'm really excited for this one, the Battle of New York. And yeah, I'm going to pick Red Bulls as well. I also picked them to get group. I'm going to right the wrong here and pick them to beat NYCFC. I just think Red Bulls have looked a lot better.
What about you, Arjan? Do you think the Red Bulls take it?
I'm gonna go a bit different. I'm gonna say NYCFC. NYCFC have a great defense. That's one of their strong points this season, their defense. And if Red Bulls commit to numbers forward, which they did in these previous games to score their goals, if they do that against NYCFC, I think they'll be punished. Because if Talos Magno plays, and he's been on the bench a lot this season, but if Talos Magno plays, if Pereira plays, these are fast wingers who can cook their defense if they're given the space to do that. And Keaton Park's big destroyer in mid, and I don't rate him that highly, but for NYCFC, he also performs really well. So I think NYCFC will edge this.
Yeah, also, the guy that made Gabriel Pereira go to NYCFC and benched him, Mosquito, is being linked to NYCFC. I mean, if he goes there, I like Mosquito. I think he's a really good player. So that would maybe change my decision. But regardless, now, Kansas City against Toluca. I think Toluca takes it. Honestly, I can't see Sporting Kansas City going through on this one. Braden, what's your pick?
Yeah, I just want to preface this by saying this could change. It's not set in stone as we're recording.
Yeah,
because, like I said before, it's stupid weather delays. But yeah, I don't see Rapids making a comeback. They're currently 1-0 down. The second half just started. So yeah, this should be the matchup, and I'm actually going to disagree and go for Sporting Kansas City. I was really impressed by their win against Chivas earlier today. And yeah, I think if they can beat Chivas, they can beat Toluca.
All right, so I'm going with SKC, okay? SKC just had a massive win against
Chivas.
With Chivas. And after Cincinnati beat them, but SKC, started the year off terribly. They were probably the worst team in MLS at the end of the year, and now they've completely turned it around. Johnny Russell's back again amongst the goals, amongst the assists. Salawi is doing well too. Gotti Kinde returned from injury. He's performing really well. And yeah, they're overall a really good team. They're set up really well compared to the beginning of the year. Beginning of the year, they were set up so loose, and it was a joke of it. They had no team chemistry and cohesion. I watch them now. They have a set, formation. They know where to go. They have perfect positional play. And the new manager, I think they got a new manager, right? Pretty sure.
No, I don't think so.
Okay, well they
still Vermes.
Vermes just turning around then. So yeah, props to him. But I'm going with SKC on that one.
All right, now Pumas and Querétaro, no MLS club here for the first time on this round. I'm going with the Pumas win. I think Pumas can definitely do the job against Querétaro. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, I'm going to agree. Obviously, I watched Querétaro get absolutely smashed by my Union in the group stage, and Pumas were pretty solid. Querétaro didn't really impress me too much, so yeah, Pumas.
Yeah, Nathan is really good. I can't believe that MLS didn't go for him. What about you, Arjan?
Yeah, Pumas.
All right, we all agree on that one. Now, for the next game, Atlas against the New England Revolution. I think the Revs can get through. I don't think the Atlas can defend or have a good goalkeeper to actually stop the Revs, so that's my pick. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, I'm going to go for Atlas. I think they've been pretty solid, honestly, and I know the Revs have been pretty good in MLS, but I'm still not too convinced by them. And I think Atlas have been very, very solid at the back in the group stage. Not a lot of goals, but they've kept clean sheets, and I think that's going to help them win this game.
All right, what about you, Arjan?
I got Revs taking this one. It's going to be a close game for sure, but I got Revs taking it. So I mean, I also have Revs going to the final. I've got Monterrey Revs final. This is my prediction right now. Okay, call me crazy, but if this happens, my ball knowledge is supreme. If it doesn't, all the viewers can roast me to no end, bro. Cause this might be a horrible fail of a prediction, but I've got Revs and Monterrey in the final.
No, I think that's fine. You're predicting a lot earlier than it is. So I mean, there's no wrong here. If you get it right, you're a genius. If you get it wrong, well, it's okay. It's not a tough take. Now moving on to Charlotte against Cruz Azul. I think that Charlotte's gonna keep on riding the wave and wins this one. What about you, Braden?
I'm actually going to go for Cruz Azul. I know Charlotte were very good in the group stage, but like I said earlier, if Ferreira had scored that chance in the first game, it could have gone completely differently. And honestly, in the first game for Cruz Azul against Inter Miami, at least before Messi came on, they had Miami on the ropes. I mean, they were down 1-0, but they were completely dominating the game. And I think if they can do that, do the same against Charlotte, they'll come out on top.
All right. What about you, Arjan? Who do you see coming out on top on this one?
I got Cruz Azul. Same reasons for Braden. Before Messi came in, they were well. Yeah, Braden mentioned all of it, but yeah, Cruz Azul.
All right. If you guys get it wrong, Cruz Azul is the thorn on your side because you guys predicted them to get Group 2, so they can't fail you guys now. Now to the next one. The Union against DC. I think this is a tough game, honestly, but the Union takes it, in my opinion. Pretty fair and direct. I think they're a better team. What about you, Braden? Shock is here. Who do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this won't come as a shock to either of you. Obviously, I'm going to take the Union. I mean, we beat DC 6-0 and 7-0 both last season, so this shouldn't be too difficult.
All right, Arjan?
Yep, I got the dupe team winning this game.
All right, now Monterrey against Portland, and I'm going with Monterrey. I think they're a good team. I think they should get through the Timbers, who I really thought were going to get grouped. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, I thought Timbers were getting grouped as well, so props to them for escaping their group. But yeah, I'm going to go for Monterrey as well. I think they've been the team to beat in this tournament, in all honesty. Definitely the best Liga MX team. And yeah, I don't see them having too many difficulties here.
All right, what about you, Arjan? I mean, you already gave a spoiler. You think they'll make the final, so just go to the next one. Club America against Chicago Fire. I mean, a tough one, but I think that Chicago's going to win. I think they'll somehow pull it off. What about you, Braden?
I'm going to disagree and go for Club America. I know they had a very disappointing game against the Columbus Crew today, but I think the Crew came out inspired after the Zelarayan news, and I think Club America, they showed their quality in that domination of St. Louis, that 4-0 win, and I think they're going to come out angry against the Fire. I don't think they're going to appreciate being completely embarrassed in their last game, and I think they're going to smack the Fire, to be honest.
What about you, Arjan?
Yeah, I agree with Braden. Club America will definitely win this. I'm a Crew fan. Against us, we did smack them, but again, we were more inspired than them. We wanted more. I could tell we just wanted way more than them. Also, a big thing, Henry Martin was on the bench in that game, in the game against Crew. They had a bit of a rotated lineup. They had 3 of their starters on the bench, I believe. Henry Martin, their top scorer, was on the bench. And Miguel León was playing. I don't know, something. I saw fans saying something about Miguel León shouldn't be playing right back or something. The point is, Club America did not have their full strength team out, and even with their full strength team, even with their team, I would still back Crew to beat them. But this is Chicago, and Chicago is a step below Crew. And with Henry Martin, I mean, the lethal finisher that he is, I think Club America does take this.
All right, now moving on to another Ohio club, Cincy playing Nashville. I think that Cincy takes it. I mean, we don't know if they're going to lose any. They're not selling anyone, but a lot of players are linked to moves. But I would still go with Cincy. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, again, I just have to say this could change. Stupid weather delay. Toluca Rapids game is still going on, but assuming it is Nashville, and I think it will be. I've still got Cincy going through. Honestly, it doesn't matter who they're playing. Any of the teams in that group, I think, are a step below Cincy. I mean, they're top of MLS for a reason. Recently, their form's been a little bit iffy, but the star power that they have, I mean, Brandon Vasquez scored that hat trick in that last game that was played over 2 games because, again, weather delays. But yeah, Cincy are winning.
All right. What about you, Arjun? Are you picking your rivals to go through?
Unfortunately, yes.
All right. Now moving on to Tigres against the Whitecaps. I think Tigres takes it. I think they're a better team. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, I think Tigres showed their quality in the group, and Whitecaps, I wouldn't say they're lucky to get through because I think they are better than Galaxy, but I think Tigres are a step above. So yeah.
All right. What about you, Arjun?
Yeah, I got Tigres going through in this one.
Now moving on to the Crew finally against Minnesota. I'm picking the Crew to go through. I think they'll. No, actually, no. I'll pick Minnesota. I think they're firing a lot now. I'm sorry, Arjun, but I'll go with Minnesota. What about you, Braden?
Yeah, this one's very tough for me, but honestly, I'm gonna go for the same thing. I'm sorry, Arjun, but losing Zelarayan, obviously it inspired them against Club America, but I think the reality is gonna set in that, I mean, he's probably the Crew's best player this season, and they're gonna be completely different without him. And Minnesota are firing on all cylinders right now. So yeah, I think they'll take it.
All right, Arjun, who do you pick? It's you said you were born in Minnesota, so do you pick your birthplace team, or do you pick the Crew?
Yeah, so I was born in Minnesota, but I am an Ohio boy. I was raised in Ohio, and I'm a Columbus fan for life. So obviously, I'm picking Crew, but I'm not picking them just because I'm a Crew fan. I don't do those we're gonna win those games. We're gonna win this game easy things. You know, I'm picking us because I actually back us heavily now, even maybe more than before Zelarayan left. For some weird reason, I feel like I back us. I'm not saying Zelarayan made a team way better, but football is a weird sport. It works in ways that people don't comprehend. There are teams that lose their best player and then go on to become better than they were, or somehow play better, and I don't know. Some magic happens. The football gods do something. Anyway, for some reason, I feel like Columbus has a point to prove now. We have a point to prove against other MLS teams, because we just smacked up Club America. We're gonna want to keep this continuing. We're not just gonna want to put in like a half bleep performance against Minnesota. Okay, and Minnesota, they just got good this year. Minnesota aren't all that, and the purple patch right now. But I fully back Crew to knock them back down a couple rungs of the ladder. But I mean, I don't know. Time will tell.
All right. Well, that wraps it up. I'll keep in record all of our picks and see at the end who. I mean, we can add the league, the group stage ones as well. See who comes out on top. But that was it for now. Thank you, Braden. Thank you, Arjun. Let's see what happens. And I'm just gonna say, I hope the Crew goes through. I didn't pick them to go through, but I hope they do. Thank you, guys. Make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment your predictions as well. If you have a club in MLS that you want to see win, we'll be able to chat with you guys in the comments, and we also always enjoy doing it. Thank you. We'll see you next time.